YouTube, it's your boy Wifidelly, man, and we back with another video, man. Today we got a video. GTA 6 just got even bigger. You know what I'm hoping for? I'm hoping for some bigger news, baby, some better news, baby, some more info, baby. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm an info guy. I like information, brother. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna talk too much. Go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button, brother. I don't know, it might be here. It might just pop up. I don't know. Hit the subscribe, notifications, comment, like, all that good stuff. Let's get straight to the video, y'all.
GTA 6 just got some exciting news. As
Let's
you guys
go.
know, there was the Take-Two investors meeting, and we got a ton of details revealed, including the definitive release date to when the production of the game started. Now that GTA 6 has finally gotten its second trailer, and with the May release date inching closer, there has been a ton of gameplay news that's released, both from inside sources to continued analysis of the new trailer and the leaked build from several years ago. Today, we are going to be diving into all.
One thing I do like about this game that I'm seeing so far, I've seen that this is actually actual gameplay from the game. I like the attention to detail and all this stuff, man.
And the leaked build from several.
Look at this. I like this, man. This is a lot going on right here, man. This is what I like in video games, bro.
Years ago.
Come
Today,
on, let's go, GTA.
Into all of those new gameplay details about GTA 6 that have been uncovered recently, including a major update to the GTA 6 mapping project now that we have more details about the game. Just how huge is GTA 6 going to be? We're going to cover all of that and more, so check the chapters for easy viewing, and let's get started. So let's first talk about the release date for GTA 6. As I'm sure all of you guys know, the current release date for GTA 6 is May 26th, 2026.
So sad, bro, that the release date so far away, man. But I also want to point out too, y'all see that button?
May 26th,
good God almighty, look at that
which means it's
jiggle.
roughly a year away from release at this point. However, we've been hearing some reports over the last week or so that another delay might be imminent. The delay from 2025 to 2026 was pretty predictable, since Rockstar and Take-Two were well over 4 months into the year without.
I'm not gonna lie, bro, if this shit get delayed again though, bro, I might have to bro, I don't know what I'll do, bro, but I have to, that shit might make me crash out, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Announcing a date, so the writing was on the wall for that one. But there are still a few things about the current release date that are still a tad bit suspicious and kind of kill my confidence just a little bit. However, there are some new comments from Strauss Zelnick that might shift me over to the side of, yeah, it's releasing in May. So for starters, the game still hasn't gotten any pre-orders listed, which is a little weird for a game with a solid release date. So on one hand, Rockstar did put an exact release date on the game, and they've confirmed the release platforms, but on the other hand, they're not willing to accept pre-orders for it just yet, which is, you know, kind of obvious. But them giving us like a concrete promise to the new date with a pre-order would certainly be like almost definitive proof that the new date is actually real. Now, you could say that they're just waiting until the release date is closer to open up the pre-orders, or maybe they're just trying to hide that $100 price tag for as long as possible, but I'm not sure I agree. It also doesn't help that several insiders, like Jason Schreier, said that the game needs more time to polish, and that Rockstar isn't 100% sure that the delay to May is going to be enough time to get everything up to their standards. However, this brings us to our next report, and this is from IGN. They interviewed Strauss Zelnick. Now, the article says back in February, they asked Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick how confident he was about hitting the GTA 6's then fall 2025 release window. He said he felt really good about it, but then in a previous Take-Two Interactive investors meeting, he reaffirmed the 2025 release date, but obviously that changed because GTA 6 was delayed to May 26th of 2026. Now, the IGN interviewer then said, what changed in those few months? That's what I asked Strauss Zelnick in a new interview to coincide with Take-Two's just published financial results. He said that as GTA 6 got closer to launch, the need for more polish became clear. And I quote, as we got closer to the completion of a title that's seeking perfection, the needs or lack thereof for continued polish became clear. In this case, there was an opportunity with a small amount of incremental time. We thought to make sure that Rockstar Games achieves its creative vision with no limitations, and I supported, of course, that approach. Strauss then said, I feel really good about how fiscal 26 looks sitting here today, and while of course delays pain me, how could they not? The most important thing to do is to support your teams in their search for perfection. To which IGN then followed up with the question, how confident are you that Rockstar will hit the May 26th of 2026 release window? To which Strauss Zelnick said, this time around, I think historically when we set a specific date, generally speaking, we've been very good about reaching it. Which, to his defense, historically speaking, when Rockstar does put a release date on their games, they typically hit those release dates. Now, it is all—
Listen, if this— okay, it took some time for me to get over the first delay. If this game gets delayed one more time, bro, that I will crash out, bro. I swear to God, I'll crash out, bro. Cause I'm not playing, bro. I want to play this freaking game bad, bro. Rockstar, don't do this shit to us, bro.
Also worth mentioning that, you know, things could change. There's still a year left in development, in which that's obviously going to be mostly polished, but Strauss Zelnick seems confident, but again, he's just kind of doing that same song and dance that he always does. So I think the question of whether or not GTA 6 gets delayed is still to be determined. Like, honestly, I think them delaying the game to like September or October is still possible. Like, I don't think we're going to have a situation where another delay happens and the game gets pushed back to like 2027, but I can definitely see Rockstar moving the release date from May of 2026 back to September or possibly October. After all, it's kind of their nature to push their games back 3 or 4 times prior to release. But again, to Strauss Zelnick's point, now that they have a definitive release date, they typically don't deviate from that. Now, another thing that we learned from the Take-Two investors meeting was actually regarding to when the development started for GTA 6, which for me, it's not really surprising news, but to some people, it might be shocking. It was confirmed that Grand Theft Auto 6 began development in earnest in 2020, following the massive success of Red Dead Redemption 2, and then they said that the title is the most anticipated entertainment property of all time. So yeah, this is just them further confirming that the development of GTA 6 didn't start until after Red Dead Redemption 2's released. So for those of you that thought that GTA 6 started development after GTA 5, that is of course not true at all. But it is a bit weird that they didn't start development until 2020. You'd think that the development would start right after Red Dead Redemption 2 released in 2018. I feel like there might be a little bit of missing context here. Maybe Strauss is talking about like the full production started in 2020, but the pre-production started right after Red Dead Redemption 2 released. And then they took the next 2 years to kind of plan and map out everything that they wanted to do. And then production started officially in 2020. Now, another possibility is that they took the 2 years after Red Dead Redemption 2 release to upgrade the engine. Obviously, they use a proprietary in-house engine called the Rage engine. And there were some pretty massive upgrades from Red Dead Redemption 2 to GTA 6. So that's kind of what I'm guessing is the situation behind it. Like, they took the 2 years, they got the pre-production started, they got the engine upgrades done, and then in 2020 they were able to start firing on all cylinders, which is actually even crazier to think about. That 2021 leak in September, that was like such an early build of the game, and it already looked that amazing only a year into development. Like, that's actually crazy to think about. And then to see the leap between trailer 1 to trailer 2, like, that's absolutely wild that they were able to do that in such short amount of time. So now I want to talk about how huge GTA 6 is going to be. So for a quick recap, for those of you that might be out of the loop, the GTA 6 mapping project is something that's been going on for years now, and it's an ongoing—
Let's see. So this can only be a little bit of the map, bro, because I think the map's bigger than this. Or this, I don't know how big this is, bro. It looks pretty big, though. It looks like the whole state of Florida, pretty much. Kelly County, Port, whatever, Ambrosia, Leonard County. You got Vice City as this little small place, Vicedale County, and okay.
Prediction of the GTA 6 map using things like official trailers, promotional material, as well as the in-development footage that leaked a few years ago. And every day that passes, we get an idea of just how huge this game is going to be. The most recent edition of the mapping project was released very recently, and it gives us a good idea of how massive the play space we're about to be getting for GTA 6 once it finally drops. So obviously there will be the main hub of Vice City, where most of the gameplay will take place in the main story, but Vice City is just a very small part of the overall map, which will seemingly span across most of the United States, as well as possibly some of the neighboring Gloriana state up north. Vice City is going to be a coastal city on the east side of the map, but down at the southernmost part of the map will be another main hub called Leonida Keys. That looks like it will be another very populated and busy section of the game. Now, in the western part of the map, there will be a major area called Port Gellhorn that will be a bit less populated than some of the major cities, but it's still an important landmass. I don't think people realize how big Port Gellhorn is probably going to be. Now, the northern parts of the map will be tons of mountain ranges and a massive lake for all of us to mess around in. Now, the mapping project obviously isn't finished, so there's still a lot of open space connecting the major areas, but with the sheer size of this map, there is certainly going to be a lot of quiet driving ranges connecting you from place to place, which is pretty accurate to real life. And it's not like Rockstar's previous games didn't have a ton of open spaces as well. But I think it's obvious that the blank spaces on the mapping project will inevitably get filled up a bit more as we see and learn more about the game. But I mean, just how the map is right now, I would be really happy with exactly how it is, especially considering what we've heard about the building interiors for GTA 6. According to several inside reports and leaks, GTA 6's map is going to feature a ton of building interiors, far more than we've ever seen in a GTA game before, which will obviously greatly increase the amount of playable space in this game. There are roughly 449 building interiors in GTA 5, and according to some sources, GTA 6 is going to have roughly 40% more of its overall buildings be enterable, which is going to be absolutely insane. This game is going to have literal thousands of buildings across the map, so if the ratio of enterable to not enterable buildings is going to be 40% or even higher than 40%, you could probably imagine just how many buildings that's going to be once this game comes out. GTA 6 is going to be like 3 entire open world maps smashed into one, and it's all going to be put together with an insane attention to detail and immersion that Rockstar is known for. So let's just hope the loading times aren't also 40% longer than GTA 5, but only time will tell. Now, aside from the inside sources and mapping projects, we actually have quite a bit more about GTA 6's map from the official website, which has confirmed several different biomes through official screenshots and videos. Obviously, we're going to get Vice City as the main metropolitan area, and we're definitely going to have a few beaches and suburbs, but we also know for sure that there's going to be some deserts, mountains, plains, and wetlands as well. So even if you don't buy into the mapping project's depiction of the play area, Rockstar themselves have shown off so many different locations already through official promotional material that the map is going to have to be huge to accommodate everything. So no matter what, this game is going to be absolutely gigantic, and I have no doubt that it will be the biggest Rockstar open world game to date. It might not be the biggest world in gaming history, but it's absolutely going to be gigantic. But yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up with this video. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, subscribe with your notifications turned on so you're not missing.
You heard it, man. Subscribe. That's going to be the end of the video. Oh, shit, my bad. That's going to be the end of the video. And, yeah, man, y'all hit the subscribe button and do all that good stuff, man. And see y'all in the next video.